Mz.Hollywood. Thank you guys for staying tuned because this is the best part of the show. We get to bring people on the red carpet, and not just people, but filmmakers. I'm so excited to introduce you guys to my next guest, Mr. Curtis Gammage. I gotta get his name right. I gotta get Gammage. Like I said, it looked like it's spelled Gammage, but you know he got a backstory behind that. Somebody wasn't using the name right, so he had to do a spin off of it. Welcome, sir.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us on the red carpet today. We certainly appreciate having you guys. You here? Right. I'm saying you guys like it's more than one of y'all.
Well, it is behind the scenes.
Behind the scene, of course. So for all of my viewers, for all of the people in the Facebook world that are watching, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Who is Curtis?
Well, my name is Curtis Gammage, better known as Gammage. That's my actor's name. I was given actually by a French guy over in Memphis, Tennessee. He just said I said my name wrong, and we had a long argument, and I said, you know what, let me just change it to Gammage.
Gammage.
He was from France, and he said, man, there's some Gammages over here. So your name is Gammage. So I said, you know what, just let's let it be Gammage. And I think it has a better ring to it.
It do.
Yeah.
It definitely do. So, okay, so you live in Atlanta. Are you from Atlanta?
I'm actually from Albany, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been here in Atlanta for over 20 years now. I graduated from Monroe High School in Albany, Georgia. And another thing about myself, I moved from Albany, Georgia back in 1990, and I went to Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
And I went to Shelby State College there in Memphis, Tennessee, and I stayed there for about 7 years. After that, my brother, he was getting married, so I decided to come down to the wedding. So I had to get myself fitted, for the wedding.
Of course.
And when I got myself fitted and everything, Freaknik was going on.
Oh, Lord.
And that's what,
in the 90s, yeah.
And that's what, I think that's what got me.
The Freaknik?
I was like, Atlanta's hype. I just seen the hypeness. It wasn't the fact the Freaknik, but it was just so hype. I said, oh my gosh.
It's a lot of moving parts to Atlanta, definitely. Well, I'm a newcomer to Atlanta, but I love the city. I definitely do. So, okay, take me back a second. So you went to college. You went to... What was the name of the college?
Oh, Shelby State.
Shelby State.
Yes.
Now, what did you take up at Shelby State?
Well, I took up marketing in Shelby State.
Okay.
And then I also went to Doran College in Albany, Georgia, too. I was going to be a radiologist. And then I got talked out of that. Really couldn't find what I really wanted to do.
Okay.
So I got talked out of that because they were saying, you can get cancer if you do so many radiations.
You can get cancer if you breathe, if you sneeze the wrong way, if you look at a person for too long, Really, it's a mess. Okay, so you're in Atlanta now. Now, you didn't go to school for what you're doing now, acting, filmmaking, all that stuff. So how did you get into that whole entertainment field?
I was waiting for you to act. Right on time. Well, there was a gentleman that used to cut my hair.
Okay.
A lot of people probably know him. His name is Wayne Boyd. He used to cut my hair back at the barbershop. Mm-hmm. And one day he decided, he was going to start in acting and whatnot, so he did. And so anyway, I went to the barbershop, and he was passing out popcorn and Coca-Colas to all of his clients, to all of his people. And, and I said, okay, cool. So he said he was going to be on this Martin Luther King movie one night. So I said, you know what, I'm going to check it out.
Yeah. So
I got my popcorn. He actually gave me two popcorn and 2 Cokes, just in case you have some.
I was going to say, in case you got a date.
There it is. But so anyway, I sat back, watched it, and I seen him, he had a roll in it, he carrying the casket and everything. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, so he was trying to get me to go to this acting school, whatnot, So I didn't go. So one time I was watching a commercial on TV, and I thought I saw him on there, and I was like, I think that was him, but I wasn't sure. All right, so a couple of more months went by. So when a couple of more months went by, I rented a movie. I rented The Gospel. I don't know if you ever heard of The Gospel before.
No, I haven't.
I think it was a Will Packer movie or whatnot by Rainforest Films. And so anyway, I rented the movie, and so once I seen the movie, I saw my acting coach / barber / Dwayne talking.
Oh, he was in the movie.
Talking. I was like, what the world? I said, now that's all right.
Yeah.
So that kind of tweaked my entrance right there, and I said that was pretty cool. And so after that, I was, out and about over in Decatur, just, getting a haircut or whatever. And I ran into him again. And then so he asked me about, said something to me about the class again. And he actually was over the class. So I went to the class and I enjoyed it. My first week in class, I actually had my first film that I was in. I was a background actor. I had an awesome time. I fell in love with it.
Yes.
I fell in love with the acting class as well. And so after that, I had to go downtown. It was a little short that we shot for we shot for a church during Christmas time.
Okay.
And so once we shot the short, it was, very inspirational. So after that, the next thing, he kept me rolling. He kept me rolling.
No, wait a minute. Now, when you say you shot the short, did you shoot it as a filmmaker or you were in it as an actor?
I shot it as an actor.
Okay, so you were in it as an actor.
So the way I got into filmmaking, I'm going to tell you how that went down.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of shorten it up about, this thing may go 2-3 hours. But let me shorten it up.
Okay.
So anyway, after that, he got me actually with an audition with Robert Townsend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
in Atlanta.
It was a show called Man Talk for Women. And Dwayne was like, well, you ought to go and try out for it. I said, man, I'm brand new at this thing. I don't know about that.
Right.
He said, man, you had all the sales jobs and different marketing jobs you had. He said, man, you really a people person.
Yeah.
And my mama said I had a gift of gab. She always said that my mouth was going to be my ruin. But once I got older, she said, well, your mouth may be your blessing.
Okay.
So anyway, I went ahead and went on to the audition. I got picked for the audition. I got picked. And make a long story short, the show didn't go. We gave it a good run, but it didn't go. But I had a chance to experience that, meeting Robert Townsend and being on a major audition.
Yeah.
So after that, life went on a little bit. Then we did a play, For Better or For Worse play. I don't know if you remember that, at the Atlanta Civic Center. It was a 7-day show. Had men at large there, and it was also This Is How We Do It.
Montel Jordan. Look, I'm like, wait.
And he preaches at my church now. I can't even remember.
Really?
Yeah, he preaches at my
Montel
church.
Jordan, a preacher?
He's a preacher.
They live in Atlanta?
He live in Atlanta. He do an awesome job. He's a blessed guy. He do an awesome job. Yeah.
Okay, so men at large, Montel Jordan.
So we did the play for 7 days and whatnot at the Atlanta Civic Center. So I got my first taste of, being on stage in front of a whole lot of people, moving and dancing and all of that kind of stuff. So then after that, time went on, and then so I did some major movies. I did some stuff like Big Mama House 3.
Oh yeah,
Wind up doing that. Did some of the Vampire Diaries. Did some of the Stomp the Yard 2 was one of the ones that I really met a lot of people.
Okay, yeah.
Stomp the Yard 2.
Yeah.
And that's where I met my business partner there. The lady, her name was Thina Lowe. She was a business partner there at the time, and what happened was she had to do some type of audition for something, and I just picked up had a little JVC camera, so I picked it up and did a little recording on it, and so when I recorded the thing, I thought we were just gonna shoot it over,
right.
And she done went inside this thing and done edited it, and it's looking like a little movie.
Right.
Like, hold on.
Right.
He might be on something.
Right.
So anyway, she edited and had the music going, the credits going up, and I was like the suspense music. I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
So anyway, that same audition she did, we wound up doing a show, a 7-series on the internet called Silent Cry. It was called Silent Cry. You can look that up under youtube.com/Curtis Gammage. Again, it's Curtis Gammage. It's CurtisGammage. And you can get that on YouTube. That's my personal channel. You can see those 7 episodes there of Silent Cry. Now the film was doing a little shaking at the time because we had to learn what we was doing.
Sure, of course.
And practice and stuff like that. But you trust me, I think you may enjoy it.
Okay.
You enjoy it.
Okay.
So anyway, we decided to come up with the company. The company name was called C&T. So we was thinking of something. Mm-hmm. And I was always amazed with the eclipse, and when the eclipse came, I was really excited about that. So that's where I got my logo from. I got the logo from the eclipse, the moon sitting in front of that sun. And then I said, you know what, we got to get that thing to move, to get some power.
Yeah, of course.
So we had the thing rotating around. When you go to my website, you'll see what I'm talking about. And we had some other music on there. And one of the other guys, he was a rapper. He was like, that that sounds whack, you know, the other music that I had on it. So you need to get something that's strong, boom.
Yeah.
So we found the sound that we wanted, and that's the logo we've been using it all, you know, since then.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, don't you guys go anywhere. When we come back, we are going to figure out what he's working on right now, all about this website, and what he has learned that he can share with you guys. You guys don't want to go nowhere. We'll be back.
Oh, baby, now let's get down tonight. Let's get down. Ooh, baby.
Bringing it back. I don't know the story, but yeah, I think that's great. So okay, so outside of you working with on that, what else do you have going on?
Okay, right now I got another movie that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a short. I'm going to be having an audition here coming up soon. Another movie is going to actually be called the Filmmaker's Dream. I can't think of my own movie.
Okay.
The Filmmaker's Dream.
Okay.
There's going to be another one. Another one is going to be called Bon Appetit. That's going to be another one that I'm going to be working on.
Bon what?
Bon Appetit.
Appetit.
Like, yeah, it's like
Bon Appetit.
Bon Appetit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
Okay.
And then another one is to finish up that Silent Cry Reloaded. I want to go a different direction with it.
Okay.
I want to use some of the same cast that I have on the scenes that I have. I can't show those scenes. Those scenes are a little too rough.
When you think of C&T Entertainment, think big, think quality, think great rates. We do movies, commercials, videos, weddings, what have you, whatever you need. Give us a call at 404-819-0025. Churches, entertainment industry, if you're a rapper, singer, what have you, give us a call, because we will make your video the best. And always think big of yourself.
To Atlanta's Hollywood. You know, I promise you, I wish sometimes I could record the outtakes of my life, because some of the stuff that we talk about outside of the show while we're filming, it's just incredible. It really is. But we're back. Mr. Curtis Gammage is here. I done got his name. I done mastered it. And so we're gonna get right back into it. So okay, so if you didn't catch the first part of the interview, your monkey, your circus. If you're not my friend on Facebook, I don't know what to tell you. But you're here for the second part of the interview. Now, my question to you is: so we know how you got into acting, right? We know how you start filmmaking. You said you had this one experience with this lady. You were recording her. So, like, you've talked about some of the stuff you've done. So, what is it that you're doing now, like with the C&T? Like, tell me a little bit of some of the things that you do. So I know you mentioned, like, you have, like, videos and different things like that. So lay out for us what all that looks like.
Okay. Yes, with C&T Entertainment, what we do, we're a full-fledged service, video, editing. If you want a DJ, if you want a celebrity there, whatever you want. Weddings, birthday parties, whatever you got going on, we can get it recorded for you. You was asking what I have going on right now. It's another show that I have called C&T Entertainment Live. And what I do, I go around the nation. I go around the world. And actually the world. I ain't been around the world yet, but I've been to some places. Did one in Jamaica. C&T Entertainment Live, what we do, we just go and find talents everywhere. Dancers, singers, rappers, whatever you do. If you turn flips, magic tricks, whatever you do,
right.
C&T Entertainment is going to be there for you to record that and to showcase your talent. Right now, I'm just doing it right now on video, but I am looking to do something different with it coming up. I'm kind of keep that closed just for a minute. I'm talking with some people now, but it's going to be great for the city and great for the people who have some talents out there they're just sitting on.
Okay, now you're doing that in Atlanta as well?
I'm going to do it in Atlanta.
Okay, so you're going to do it in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in Atlanta. And I did it in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay.
I did it in Dallas. I did it in Chicago. I did it in, like I say, Jamaica and Florida. I did it in Florida as well.
Now you, look, now I'm sure going to some of these cities and, you say you got talent, like, yeah, and then you start recording and you be like, okay, wait, pause, cut, time. Like, what is some of the craziest things you've experienced with, like, or have you found, like, there's, like, really talented people out there? Are you, or are you on the other side of it where you just, like, people will do anything for a little bit of camera time?
Yeah, they will. They'll do anything. I was in Canada, Toronto, me and my lady, and it was like on vacation. And, I mean, people will do anything. I mean, just they'll dance, sing, they'll do whatever. just to show themselves, show their talents. A lot of people in LA, they was down on their luck. Very talented people.
Yeah.
They went there and, want to become this famous person, can sing, can act.
Radio. No, what I was going to ask you is, so you're working on these different projects. What do you specify yourself to a specific genre of filmmaking, a specific audience of filmmaking? How do you, are these projects wrote for you and you just shoot them, or do you write, direct, film, act in them? Is it a one-man show, or what? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well, the first film I did was called Good Deed. I wrote majority of that by myself. I had some of the actors doing a little improv on some of the stuff.
Okay.
But most of it was written. It was scripted. I wrote, like I say, most of it. Also, with Silent Cry Reloaded, I wrote that as well.
Okay.
And the other ones I told you as well, I wrote those as well. But I am open to writers. Good writers out there. You can, go to shoot me an email or what you got going on, and maybe we can see if we got something going. Yeah. So.
And then in terms of the audience that you target, do you write for Black people only?
No.
Do are your films Black based?
No. Well, I shoot for everybody.
Sure.
Mostly. I won't say black or white. Just pretty much most. Because in my first film I did, Michael Godinez. He sounds Spanish though. I think he was Spanish. He looked white, but he was in it. Then I had some other people in it that was white as well.
Okay.
Pretty much the hip crowd, the crowd that can pretty much understand what's going on today. Is what I'm writing for. And also, in my movies, and it's not going to always be a happy ending, because we know in life that is untrue. But every ending is going to have hope. It's going to leave you with some type of hope.
Sure.
So that's what I try to leave in my films.
And so you want films that are inspiring. So you're not just out there just making menace to society, just hoping just one day.
That's right.
Your little young Black boy is going to learn how to act one day.
That's right. And I don't want to sugarcoat it or make it sugary. With my films and stuff. I want to. It's kind of hard for me to sometimes have a gangster in there, and because I was telling them no cussing. But then when they say the line, it kind of sounds a little weak.
It's unauthentic.
Yeah, it don't sound quite right. So I had to kind of bend myself a little bit with that. Pray to God, please forgive me. Sometimes I do monologues, and the monologues have a cuss word in it, and I get right to that cuss word and start messing up.
Yeah. Okay, well, look, we are going to go to a break. When we come back, we are going to have him leave us with his words. What has he learned in this business? What can he tell you out there? What can he tell Mz.Hollywood sitting here? But before we leave, he has a video.
Just clap, just clap, yeah. Everybody just everybody just clap, everybody just clap, just clap, everybody just clap, come on. I'm clocked out, boss. How you like that? A hustle corporate style, shirt tie slash, riches again.
be now, cause I just got paid. About to hit the after hour to do my thing. No drink in my hand, that's the way I like to keep it. Don't wanna be messed up when I should be freaking. Whatever I'm in the scene, I post around, looking for the sexy lady who can hold me down. That's when I see a caramel flavor wrapped in all black. Absolutely personifying that she was all bad. She threw a glimpse, so I threw one right back and proceeded in her direction for a little chat. I got to her side, looks like she was there with the man. She smiled and said, now that's my friend. So may I, before I finished, she was like, yes you can. And that is how it all began. Just clap for love. 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 Just clap. Sophisticated lady, her own house, own car. Just graduated and studying to take the bar. Was in a relationship that didn't go so well. Now her emotions are locked up, but shawty, I got bail. She's like, well, things aren't the way it seems, but it seems to me that you a king and I want you on my team. Cause I'm a queen, not a hoe, don't forget that. Give me respect and I give it right back. Time passes, I got shawty up in my house. She say she hot from all the words coming out of my mouth. We can do it how you like it, cause you like it like that. Put you on top so you can see the A on the hat. Switch it up a bit, keep you blowing like the wind. Whispering in my ear, damn baby, not again. When it's over, I have you feeling mesmerized. Shit with me, I always have you feeling high. So just clap for love. Just clap for love. Just clap for love. Just clap.
I remember like it was a Thursday. You said you'd be my lady. Kiss and hug me like my baby. You know you drive me crazy. Let's get back to love. If you feel me, girl, clap for love. Come on, baby, clap for love. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, she keeps me like shawty, yeah. Whatever that you want, it will be right there. Whenever that you need me, I will be right here. You be Bonnie, I'll be Clyde, we the perfect pair. You get it how you like it, make it fast and slow down. I love the way you sound when you feel me throw down. I'm a freak by nature, that makes it natural. But other than some ass, all I'm asking for your mind, body, and soul, we can ride high. Seeing why you never had success with them other guys. Strong-minded, intelligent, got your stuff in line. With a face of an angel and a body so fine. I wanna keep you around, show you how a real man hold things down, and leave your face with a smile. You say you searching for the one, I'm number one, believe that. Bonnie and Clyde, you and I, we can be that. So just clap for love. 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 Just clap.
Welcome back to Atlanta's Hollywood. So as you can see, Mr. Gammage is in the business of putting all these cool things in, and out comes a video. Now, what kind of work goes into, like, how long do you have to actually shoot before you can get like a 3 or 4 minute clip video?
With that video, for instance, I think it took maybe 6 or 7 days of shooting to that one down. Now, editing and all of that kind of stuff, sometimes it could take, with a music video, it's not too rough than a movie a lot longer.
Of course.
But a video, maybe with that one, I say maybe a good 3 weeks. But that's like staying up late at night.
Right.
Trying to get everybody's schedule to match in together and everything. Right. And, burning the midnight oil.
Right.
Working from 7 in the morning, then get up, take a shower, eat, and get back to working again. And then the next morning, get up, eat breakfast, take another shower,
sure.
And get back to work, maybe take a quick little nap.
Right.
So sometimes it's like that.
Now, the reason why I ask that is because a lot of people, they see, movies, they see films, videos, and so on and so forth, and they don't know what type of work what type of hours go into making a video, a movie, a short, whatever the case may be. Are you, as a filmmaker, are you part of the editing process? Like, do you sit with the editing team, or do you delegate people to do that, and then they show you the finished product, and then you yay or nay?
Okay, yes, well, that's a great question. I have editors on hand, so if I get a project or something that I just can't handle, I can always call my backup team.
Sure.
But editing, I do editing myself. I do the videography myself. Color correction, I have a group to do color correction and all of that stuff as well.
Now, what's color? See, you lost me. I got to learn something. Color correction, what that is.
Yeah, color correction is gonna, if you got scenes and stuff may not match up, so the lighting may not be quite right.
Oh, okay.
And maybe a little too much red in it or too dark, so they can kind of do different things to kind of tweak it and whatnot.
So it's exactly what it is. Color correction. Okay.
That's right.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, but I do editing myself. I learned, over the time, watching it so much. I always did the storylining of it, the story play of it. Okay, directing the editor in which, what I want to go first. Okay, this scene I want to go first. Okay, I need to see his expression. I need to see her expression and whatnot like that.
So, like, what are some things you want to do? I know you said you got some things you're working on right now, and you've got some auditions coming up soon. You have to let me know when those is so I can let people know when to audition for that. But not only that, what are some things you want to do in the future, next 3-5 years? Are you stuck with film? Do you want to go to mainstream? Do you want to are you going to Hollywood? Are you going, what are some things you want to do in the next couple of years?
Well, my thing is I do acting as well. I had a pleasure to be on Greenleaf.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of episodes. I'm the man holding the wine, holding the wine in my hand. It's really awesome to work with those characters, all the characters that's there.
Yeah.
So, and also I had a chance to work on Atlanta, the show Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. With, what's his name?
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, awesome guy, man.
Childish Gambino is what I was thinking of. Same person, same.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So I had a chance to work with him twice. And then on Greenleaf, I'm actually I should be there again next year for the next shooting.
Okay.
As one of the in-house domestics or butlers. In the house.
Okay.
And I did some stuff with Denzel Flight. So you kind of see where I'm going.
Right.
I wanna, I don't have to be famous, but I just want to have a name.
Sure.
So when I have a name, what I can do then, once I get a name, I can get I can get a film out there.
Sure.
And then sometimes by a name, sometimes a film can, kind of like Denzel when he did his Fences.
Yes.
He got a name.
Yes.
And so people may not, what is Fences? But you see
Denzel Washington, you're going to watch it.
You're going to watch it.
Because you expect quality from him. That is so amazing. So, of all the years you've been in this business and all the things that you've learned, you've been an an actor, you have done filmmaking, you've done editing, you've done writing. For those people out there, I have people that watch my show all the time that are like, look, I just need somebody to tell me how to even get started. Like, people don't know what they don't know. And so one of the things I try to do on my show is I try to educate, not just entertain, but I try to educate my audience how they too can be successful at being a writer, how they too can be successful at being a filmmaker. So what can you share with my audience that could get them at least started in the right direction? What have you learned? If you had to share a couple of things with them, what would that be?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to say shout out to Karen Baker there. She's my biggest supporter out there.
Hi, Karen.
She's one of my executive assistants there. That she helps out a whole lot. I want to get that out the way. All right, now I get that question a lot, and it seemed like you gave me a questionnaire or whatever, or a list to read off of.
I know.
She didn't. I guarantee you she didn't. I promise you she didn't. Great question you asked. A lot of people ask that question all the time. How do I get started? I always say the first thing, the way to get started is first dig deep in yourself and say to yourself, what do you really want to do?
Yes.
Okay, what do you really want to do? And patience. Do you have that patience? That's another. Ask yourself these questions first. Do I have the patience? Can I take rejection? I mean, can I take a girl look better than me, or
yes.
a guy get the role and I don't get it?
Yes.
Can you take the role? Can you be out there without don't hate on each other? Can you network with people? Can you talk with people?
Yes.
Ask yourself that question first, because if you can't say yes to all those questions, you don't need to be an actor because you're going to star.
This ain't the business.
Okay, now if you if you say yes to those questions, my first thing I would say would go to an acting school.
Yeah.
Find your acting school. Even going on as a background actor or extra, you want to take some type of class or some type of training before you can know what to do on the set and what not to do. You don't go on the set taking pictures with the celebrities.
You don't go and give out your business cards to the celebrity. You don't do that. So it's a whole lot of things that you got to know what to do and what not to do. You don't eat at the wrong craft table. Don't go and eat you stay on the extra table or the background actors table. Don't go and eat the main crafties for the main actors. Don't do that. Yeah. So it's a lot of things that you can learn in acting classes. And also acting classes can teach you how to improv. It can also teach you how to be in a scene, not look in the camera. Right. Like I'm looking in the camera again. but not look in the camera. Right. When you're acting and just be, you want to also respect everybody's space. So if a director tell you he wants you in this space right here and somebody else got a better position than you, don't try to walk in their space just to get on the scene, because I guarantee you that scene probably going to get cut and you're not going to be seen in it. So be humble, first of all, and stay prayed up. Yeah. That's awesome. Like I said, I always like to, I think the first time I've ever had somebody sit on my red carpet and say, go to an acting school. I have a bachelor's degree in fine arts. You don't meet a lot of people who have degrees or even like acting credits from like accredited colleges, because it's very difficult. But if you could take an acting class, I agree. It is going to teach you some etiquette that you need to know, because I don't know how many times I be on set and I just see the extra walk in. I be like, Lord, watch the PA come and get it. And the PA be like, excuse me, the extras need to stay. And she'd be like, oh, I didn't think we were, the one girl got offended. She's like, I didn't think we were segregated. I thought we was all actors. She's like, yeah, baby, where you come from? So take you some acting classes, get equipped with what is going on. Take you a film class, take you a writing class, get some education, get some skill, get some knowledge behind what it is that you're doing, right? Because you don't want to just say I'm a writer and then just write garbage and you've never taken a writing class, because maybe that writing class can open you up to a field that you haven't experienced before. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you this too. If you're chasing money, acting may not be for you at this time. If you're chasing it, you want to chase that dream. When you chase the dream, money going to follow that dream. Yes. So you chase that dream. You have a passion for what you're doing. I mean, a passion, something that, if it's something that you're doing and you just can't stop doing. I mean, it's like people got to just make you, hey, Kurt, you need to come eat. Kurt, you need to go to bed. Yeah. Make sure it's deep down in you. Right now, time is so short. We got to do what we're passionate. Yeah. We got to do what makes us move and what makes us tick. Don't do something just for $1. Absolutely. I did it for many years. Now I feel I'm doing something that I really, really love, really, really enjoy, and I think it'll probably pay off in the long run. It will. It absolutely will. There's no way you can keep cracking at a nut and it just doesn't bust wide open, okay? I always tell people that. And again, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. When you go and watch people like Viola Davis, who've been acting forever, and now all of a sudden y'all see it, y'all like she blow up, she waited. No, she's been doing this since she was a young girl. When you see Kevin Hart, 19 years he had to put in before we realized who he was. These people put in a time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not going to come overnight, and it's not about the dollar. It really ain't. It just don't work like that. But anyway, okay, so what's your social media? How can they find you? How can they keep up with you? Okay. Well, have at it. Okay. Well, you can go, first of all, you can go to my website, which is I can't even think of it. www.c as in Curtis, AND, T as in Tom, or town, CNT Entertainment.com. Entertainment. So CNTentertainment.com. Right. You can find me there, or you can go to imdb.com and search my name, Curtis, Curtis Gammage, Gammage. Yes. And you can find me, see some of the projects that I worked on, some of the bigger projects I worked on and everything. Now, do you have a Facebook? Do you have a Twitter? Do you have an IG? Yes, you can go to my Twitter page. You can actually just put my name in, Curtis Gammage, and it'll pull it up all together. And then that's on Twitter. And then on Facebook, you can just put Curtis Filmmaker Gammage. Curtis, now look, okay. Don't request him on Facebook. He ain't got no more friends. I don't know why he would send y'all to his Facebook page, because he had to delete some folks to accept. Well, you can go to my CNT Entertainment. You can go to Curtis Gammage Films, and you can like the page, and then I'll add you to my page once I drop off. There you go, Mr. Gammage. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for your wealth of knowledge and you, like I said, you'll have to keep me posted when the auditions are. I might slide through. I'm definitely gonna let my audience know when they can slide through so that you can have a full film. All right. Well, I thank you so much. Thank you all so much for the opportunity to come talk with you. All right. We'll be right back. You guys don't go nowhere. Thank you. I'm so far away from you.